In The Genius, one player is eliminated every episode, and the last remaining player is the champion. The main match decides the winner and elimination candidate for the day. The winner receives a token of life, which grants immunity from the death match. The loser chooses one player without a token of life to take part in a one-on-one death game. The player who loses the death match is eliminated. Garnets are a currency worth $1 each. The total garnets held by the champion will be the final prize. The journey and the result, the group and the individual, beautiful defeats and ugly victories. This is the Genius Game.
Hello Top 3! It is time for the final main match of the season. This game is called How Much? For this game, we will be joined by 5 guests. How Much will be played in 10 rounds. For each round, we will show you a product or an idea, and you have to try to guess how much money the guest said they would pay for that item. The genius player who guesses the price closest to the highest value offered by one of the guests will receive points for that round. All of the guests have already given us how much they value each item on the list. It's already locked in, and these prices are based on their own values. Prices offered by each guest will not be revealed throughout the game, with a few exceptions. Before the game begins, we will tell you how much each individual guest offered in total for all 10 of the products. At the start of each round, a product will be revealed, and then the players will have 5 minutes to discuss the value of each item with the 5 guests. You are not allowed to give any concrete details about your price. For example, say, "That is valuable," and say, instead of saying, "That's worth at least $1,000. The players will then use this conversation to try to determine who offered the most money for the product and guessing as close as they can to their price. Once the discussion for a round ends, the genius players get to ask one of 2 types of questions, for one public hint and one private hint. You can ask for one player to reveal the price that they offered for a product, or you could ask what one player ranked among the 5 guests in their price. So first, the 3 genius players must agree on a question to ask one of the guests. You can ask for the ranking or for their actual price. This information will be given publicly to all 3 players. Then once that is done, the 3 players will get the opportunity to ask another question on their own in private via text. Once that every player has the public clue and their private clue, they must make their official offer. Players can offer any price from 1 cent to $200,000. However, the total of your prices throughout all 10 rounds cannot exceed $200,000. So you have to distribute that $200,000 throughout all 10 rounds. One by one, all of the genius players will reveal their official price, and whoever guesses the closest to the highest price offered by the guests without going over will receive points for that round. So if someone guesses over the highest price, they will not receive points. If 2 people guess the same price, then neither of them will receive points, and the next highest will receive the points. For example, if the correct price was $10,000, and one player said $11,000, one said $9,900, and one said $3,000, then the person who guessed $9,900 would receive the points because the person who guessed $11,000 would be over the correct price. The rounds are worth different points as you progress through the game. For rounds 1 through 7, the winner of the round will earn 1 point. For rounds 8 and 9, the winner of the round will gain 2 points. And for the final round, round 10, the winner will receive 4 points. The person who has the most points at the end of the main match will be the winner of the main match, and the other 2 will go to the death match. So a few changes to the how much rules, okay? First, we're going to do 9 questions instead of 10, because the 10th question, the answers were way too different, and they kind of broke the bank, but it's okay. Rounds 1 through 7 were 1 point, 8 and 9 were 2 points, and the last round was 4 points. So instead, we're going to do 1 through 6 worth 1 point, 7 and 8 worth 2 points, and 9 worth 4 points. Okay? These are our 5 panelists. We have Jen Dito, Seth Rosenen, Maddie Miller, Adele Abear, and Birdie Schneider. You'll recognize them as returnees from our other shows. Instead of a $200,000 cap, we're doing a $40,000 cap. Okay?
Instead of $200,000?
Instead of $200,000, you get $40,000.
And that's for them too?
No, that's not for them too. I added up all of the greatest values from every response, and it's just below 40,000. So I'm giving you 40,000 so you could actually play the game with an accurate ratio.
Oh, okay.
And also...
So the 40,000 is like for all around, we can't, like,
Correct.
If we go over, we can't really...
You'll run out of money. Like, I will not let you use more than $40,000 in your answer. Maddie's total money spent. 30,329. Adele offered $16,146.90. Brody offered $18,961. Jen offered $21,006. And lastly, Seth offered $13,124.
Frugal man.
Please increase. He will not let go of that dollar. Student
Item number 1. One iced frappuccino.
No, generally, is this how much they feel that it's worth to
Yes.
them?
How much?
That's what I thought. It's,
Well, ask them.
hey Brody, did you answer how much you think one iced frappuccino is worth to you, or how much do you think they typically price it in the store?
This is how much I value.
How about the rest of you? Does that make sense?
That's
I think-
typically how we were supposed to be
Cool.
answering.
Yeah, and I think for this one it was kind of both because
Yeah.
I would pay how much it
Yeah.
Who drinks the most coffee on a...
I don't drink that.
Who's an avid coffee drinker?
Do you like a frappuccino
like
though?
3 cups a day minimum. Okay.
I don't drink coffee whatsoever. I just looked up the drink that I usually get.
When I go to get coffee,
Yeah.
I will most likely get a frappuccino.
I like that.
Would you value a like a bottomless fountain drink
Yes.
more than a frappuccino?
Yes. Yes.
I don't drink soda.
No.
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 Okay.
I don't even know what a frappuccino is.
Good to know. Okay.
He also put 13,000 for 9 items.
No, you have all of them. Now all of you have to agree on a global question.
I would like the ranking.
Yeah, that's fine.
So who?
I don't know, because if we ask someone's price, then we all get that point.
I think it's between Brody and Adele for the highest.
That's Brady.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's
That's
Brody's.
Brody's rank.
Yeah.
Brody ranks 5th.
You're last.
Like meaning the bottom.
He gave the lowest price.
What?
Okay, is he trying to be a little bitch? Because that's not.
That's not the real reason.
I don't know, it's Brody.
Are they trying to trick us up?
Okay, well, that's that. So all of you
It's fine,
text
so it's
me
fine.
your individual questions.
You can ask me that for individual.
Text me what your question is. Person and what you want. Okay, so y'all send me your official gets. Bird, what did you put?
I have that the highest price for a coffee would be, it doesn't matter, Adele, but with $8.
Okay, Ferg guesses $8.
That's what's probably.
Okay, Christian, what did you guess?
$4.
Christian guesses $4. Thomas, what did you guess?
437.
$4.37. The correct answer was $4.37. Thomas scores a point.
That was the way
I did.
Oh, he asked.
Can I ask him what he asked?
He didn't guess that.
He gets a private question, so he asked how much did you put?
I
was just shook to the core. I was like, we are going to lose right now. After the end of the whole game, can we see the stats?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Yeah, of course.
Can you not bully me?
If you want to
Can you sit back and just count down?
Okay, item 2. Your favorite dinner for one person. Aww, that's so cute.
Do you prefer
Not lunch.
home cooked or restaurant?
I considered it as if I was going out.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
thought
I
going
thought
out.
going out. Yeah, that's how I.
Can I just ask, what is your favorite dinner? Okay, well let's do that. Brody, what's your favorite dinner?
I love really high quality sushi.
Good for you.
Okay, I didn't pick like a specific, but I like I thought about like Poke Go. I like that place by myself. I thought about places by myself that I go. Like I'm not gonna go to a sit down restaurant.
Okay, you like high quality sushi.
I'm not gonna sit down at a nice restaurant by myself.
Gotcha.
So I'm like lower quality. One of our favorite things is cheese
Lower quality.
ravioli.
Really?
Cheese ravioli in Alfredo sauce.
Okay. Seth?
Probably fried rice or like spaghetti.
Where would you get your spaghetti from?
Oh my
It's two different things.
You want a restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Those are gonna
I'll
have
say-
two
I'll say
wildly
Roma
different
Celli.
prices.
Yeah, vermicelli. Okay.
Vermicelli.
All right. What about you, Dido?
I didn't really specify a specific place or a meal, so I'd say some place that was like an average-ish price.
Okay. So we're talking like
Your favorite dinner.
we're talking like Applebee's.
Just like a classic Chili's, like that price.
I've actually not been to it.
All right.
What's your favorite meal to eat?
What is your favorite vanilla O'Charlie's.
Okay. Okay.
No. Carrabba's. The classic Carrabba's.
Oh my god! Did you? Okay. Did y'all include a drink with it?
Yes.
No, because I drink water and water's usually free, so.
Out of time. All right.
That was horrible.
Okay, so what's your question? All right, what is your question?
Maddie's rank.
Maddie's rank? Maddie's rank second. So text me your personal question. One for reveal.
Mine, I guessed $80 for Brody.
$80.
$80. All right, you all did the same thing, so no one gets the point.
Yep. Knew it.
Remember, if you tie, you do not get the point. Item 3, a month's phone bill.
Verizon or AT&T? How, on an average day, how many hours are you on your cell phone?
According to my Apple report that came out today, I was down 31% and I was on it 4.5 hours a day. Which is kind of sad.
What's yours?
Per day.
Probably like 22.
I put what it was worth to me.
I put how much I would pay for
I
it.
looked up the average because I had no, like, I didn't even know a ballpark. Like, yeah. Same. And then I went, like, from there, I put what I would pay.
I would like to know Maddie's ranking. But I'm not asking for us.
I would like Adele's rank.
I'd rather Adele's rank.
Okay.
Adele's rank was second.
Okay, I'm guessing 118.
73.
72.99. Okay, the correct answer was 275. So third.
Somebody crazy. Just gonna say.
How much would you pay to erase the memories of one day of your life?
What? She deep.
Big Brother 14.
Let's say of your life.
What happened?
15.
15. Oh, yeah.
Survivor. Which one do you want to choose?
What's the worst day? Do you think that you have grown from the worst day of your life?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I ask, would you actually want to go back? And
Go
erase
back?
it? Not go back. Would you actually want to erase your memories?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, I'm good.
I forget things so easily, so.
Maybe.
Okay, so there is a price.
Maddie. So there is a
I said no.
Okay, how often do you think about this?
Get like
The one time Taylor sent me this message.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think I can tell you which day it is.
Would you describe yourself as having a lot of regret?
Oh my
Of all of you, Seth, you're the only one who has said, yeah, I would pay for that.
That doesn't mean that you have 0. It just means you wouldn't pay a lot. Would you pay more to erase your memory of a terrible day or to go bowling?
I mean, I think I'd rather go bowling. but like,
not what you'd rather, what you'd pay more for. Because your answer's
oh, would I pay more for?
What would you pay more for? Your answer's wrong.
I would pay more to erase memories of that day.
Okay. Would you pay more to erase terrible memories or to go see a concert of a band you like?
I think I would. I think I'd pay more to erase that day.
Okay.
You wanna go talk?
Alright, you're not out of time.
You grow from your mistakes.
You grow. We all grow.
And if you forget them, it's inevitable that you'll make those mistakes again. You go, girl.
Get up.
Ranking of Seth?
Rank Seth.
First.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seth, dude.
I think I'll ask Brody's price.
What was your price?
500.
What was your price?
500.
Damn.
Damn. Alright, no one gets a
Y'all all did the
prize.
same thing?
Yeah, well, we're trying to
call each other.
bluff. So.
Okay, number 5.
Well, it's not
The cost of a date with your significant other of 10 years.
Wait.
Well, thank you.
Do y'all think y'all are very much in love at 10 years, or y'all are good with a nice casual dinner?
Okay, at 10 years. 10
Very
years now, I'm 30. Okay?
I see the question.
And I'm not in a relationship right now, so it could be 30 and on. I'd rather be married. Just saying.
Where are y'all? You've been married 10 years. Where are you going?
My living room.
my rectory.
Wait, where would you go, Brody?
I don't have a set place
Is that
in mind. It's more
That's fine. Where'd you go to dinner?
emotional about.
Okay, where do you and Claire usually go?
We go eat sushi.
Where he spends $80 by himself.
So double.
Maddie, where would you go?
Like a nice show at the concert, and maybe a small dinner.
Oh, okay.
So you're including like not just one event.
So this is
You're including multiple events.
I said a small meal and a concert. Yes. Well, I thought of it like we've been married, we probably have babies running around.
Yeah.
So a Red Box movie and a box of pizza
Gotcha.
with a babysitter.
Are you paying
Seth,
So in this
you're not.
hy-
Seth, you're
in
not.
this-
No.
In this hypothetical situation, I'm married for 10 years.
Oh, you are. Okay. Then that changes things. Where would you go?
Wherever she wanted to go.
You know what, Seth? Where did she want to go?
Wrong choice.
I don't know, Ziti, where do you want to go?
I want dinner and movie.
Alright, dinner.
Okay.
The laundromat?
That's not actually.
That's pretty,
Jen.
Dinner and a movie's pretty standard.
Because you got to remember, you already answered.
And then after that is one or the other because you fall asleep.
No, that's pretty accurate.
That's fair. Okay.
I think you see the fact that if I was sober for 10 years and we finally get a date alone, probably wouldn't be going out. But I've thought about the price of like one person.
Excuse me? Wait, zoom in on that. Jen, can you repeat that for the camera?
She said they're not going anywhere. Brody, you said sushi.
So disdainful.
It's less about the meal and more about the value to me.
Where would you go?
Sushi. Yes.
Okay, what's your global question?
Okay, because I think Maddie and Dito are top 2.
Yeah, Maddie's including a concert.
And she said Anthony's, like a nice place. Brody just said sushi masa.
But he said it with values to him.
Sushi masa.
Okay, wait, no, now I see, because I think I'm misinterpreting Brody saying,
I don't think I'm ready.
I think I was thinking you were saying, like, I don't need to pay a lot, it's just about the time for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to pay a lot for that. What are you saying? No, I think it's worth a lot. Okay, Brody's rank?
Yeah.
Sure.
Brody's rank is first.
Okay.
All right, third reveal.
My answer is $900.
Christian? 900.
I hate
Y'all suck.
Y'all
I'm
really
doing
don't
that
wanna go
every
to the final
single
two.
time.
You are
third place.
Alright, we're not getting any points then.
Yeah.
No, that's fine with me.
I'm calling
Yeah.
Christian, we all have points.
The players remain at a deadlock for the next 2 questions as they continue to find the highest bidder. So it all comes down to the last 2 items. Remember, item 8 is worth 2 points and item 9 is worth 4 points.
Next item. Your first vacation in 10 years. It lasts 10 days and 9 nights.
That's a long vacation.
Who goes on vacation a lot?
Where y'all going?
Disney World, Italy. Ooh,
Oh, Colma?
a little yeah, stop at multiple places.
Yeah, I'd also say Italy.
What's up?
I said I would also say Italy.
Brody, where are you going?
I love like a simple vacation like Colorado.
Okay.
Adele's like itching for it.
Wild.
Right.
But
You are.
specifically,
Disney.
yeah, and I didn't go all out either. It's just a basic trip.
Disney. Okay.
10 days in the park, a hotel room on.
But
Oh, so
what
it's
would
not
you
like
pay
what
for
it's.
that?
Okay.
Did you value the actual price or what you would pay for that?
And it's kind of like the phone bill. Like I looked up what the actual price was to give me a ballpark, and then I paid like my value on that.
Gotcha.
I want to know.
go to Disney with you.
Yeah, I'll take Wednesday.
Brody's rank. He's not gonna rank high. He wants a simple Colorado.
But Brody, are you valuing
value.
Are you valuing it based on what you want?
Like I said, I'm not huge about vacations.
What are you asking for?
Adele's ranking.
Adele's ranking is third. Alright, get your guess ready.
I personally don't like raw fish.
They have cooked sushi.
Watch it.
I don't like most cooked sushi. I like the crab.
And they don't like you either, Jen.
Oh. Ferg.
Okay. I'm flying high. I'm gonna go 9,999.
All right. And Christian, what's your guess?
I said 16,000.
16,000.
Yeah.
And Thomas, what did you guess?
7,563.
The correct answer was 7,563. Thomas gets 2 points.
Because the last item is worth 4 points, anyone can still win. A lot of this round will come down to how much money each of the contestants have from their pool of points that they started the game with. Christian just made a huge bid, so he doesn't have a lot of money left.
One of this one.
Here we go, the final question.
Sorry. What?
A semester at a university. Oh, also there are no global or personal questions for this one. As stated in the rules.
Okay. Maddie, you said ballpark of a public university.
How much I think it's worth.
Worth. Okay.
The players spend most of the question time calculating how much money they have left.
Okay. My price is my total 9,385.
And one.
And one.
My price is my total 3,433.01.
I'm at 11,860.
The correct price was 11,400, so Ferg is the winner of the challenge.
Wow. Holy.
You were really close there.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's very cheap.
Ferg wins for 5 points.
I put how much mine, like that's
Hey everyone, it is time to learn how to play the deathmatch black and white, or in our case, red and blue. The two players are given 9 cards with red backs and blue backs. And if you look, the blue cards are even numbered and the red cards are odd numbered. Take note of this right now. See it? Take note. Blue, even, red, odd. We got it? Okay. Each player shuffles up their deck, and they sit across the table from each other. And then you put your cards in whatever order you want right in front of you. And then you take turns one at a time, choosing a card that you want to play and placing it down. And then using the hints of the card's back and the results of each round, it is up to you to deduce what number your opponent is putting down so that you can play a card that will beat them. The goal of this game is to lose by a lot and to win by a little, because if you do that, you maximize the power of your cards. Okay? The person who has the most points at the end of the game wins the death match, and if you ever put down the same number, it's a tie. I will reveal the results of each turn by announcing who won. So take note of who wins, and you can start deducing what number has been used. And now Holly and I are going to play a game, and we're going to play to the best of our ability and really see who's so smart right now. It is important to know, the first person to go first will be our official deathmatch candidate. Just cut. Who won?
Taylor wins.
First one.
I'll get it. Taylor wins.
All right, one thing that we just realized, because I just went off the cuff when I was explaining the rules. The player who won the round before is the one who goes first. It doesn't alternate.
Just close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Holly wins. Taylor wins.
I'm playing a blue even.
Taylor wins. So, Holly, you will go second. Don't look. Taylor wins, and Holly, you are eliminated from the Genius.
So I won there. That was a tough mental competition between the two of us. It's good to see both of us firing at all cylinders. Good game, Holly. So, Thomas and Christian, you know the rules, you know what to do. So, Christian, you came in last place with 0 points in that last challenge, so you will move first. Alright, that's my card. Slide him over, that's his card. Wow. Next card, honey, next card. Alright. Point for Thomas. Thomas, now that once that you're done snickering, please.
Ooh, that was good.
Card.
Ooh, that was juicy.
Okay. Point for Christian. A red odd. Wow. Oh. Point for Thomas. Alright, Thomas with the red odd. Alright, let's see the damage. A red versus an even. Point for Christian. A red odd from Christian. Christian has the face of someone who's about to give someone bad news. Point for Christian. Christian's pupils are this big. Point for Christian. Oh, a red. From Christian.
I have 4 crunch.
That's cool. Point for Thomas.
Wait,
Woo.
how many? What's your other card?
Tie.
Holy shit.
All right, present your last cards.
Face up.
All right, no, wait.
Flip a face up. I don't.
All right,
Mine's
flip them.
Good job. It's a 9.
Christian is the winner of the death match.
Wait, how did you think it was a 9?
Wouldn't that just tie
So
them?
Thomas. No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if Thomas would have won.
All right,
he thought
so
it was a
Thomas,
9.
you have been eliminated from this.
It's okay. Wait, how do you think I had a 9?
The 11th round of the Genius ends with Thomas's elimination. Thomas was a strong leader throughout the entire Genius game, but ultimately could not win in the showdowns of the finals. Until next time.